Welcome to the NBA. On 2K. Sports. So glad you could join us on this Saturday night. Along with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan. And going against Denver, their first game of the NBA's regular season. Guys, they came out on top of the season series matchup a season ago, taking 2 of the 3 away from them.
And they won the season series against this club last year, but, you know, then again, so did a lot of other teams.
Hey, Greg, we got to be honest here, which is really the only way I roll. Neither of these teams are world beaters. I mean, but you've got to start somewhere. A win tonight would be a step in the right direction.
Now let's take a look at the Nuggets opening lineup. Holiday out there with lights out. Then there's Davis. Then there's Iman Shumpert. And it's Green in at the 4 slot. Tanking is something that all teams that are out of it tend to do. I hate that word, Clark, but it seems to be the one used by a lot. Nuggets didn't really try to hide it last season either.
Well, you know, it certainly looked that way. Right around March, they just started sitting key players for no real reason. They framed it as rest, but it didn't quite look that way.
And George, here we go. Can't get it to go. The shot is off. Good work defensively by Gay. Suns still looking like they're getting going here. It's a 5-point game. Just around a minute and a half into the first quarter. And he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
Easy to see who's going to win that race.
Yeah, early offense is often easy offense. Excellent work that time.
Howard. Oh, took the contact and tried to throw it down over the top, but instead he'll shoot free throws.
And guys, Dwight Howard's an interesting guy, one of the most physically imposing players in our league, and yet he's known for his lighthearted, almost playful nature.
And for Howard, his parents raised him to keep a smile on his face and stay upbeat and remain positive. He's done all those things and still competed in the rough and tumble world of pro basketball.
Yeah, and yet some of his peers and contemporaries have gone at him. Durant, for instance, Kobe Bryant called him soft. Byron Scott questioned his desire. Guys go about their work in different manners.
And you know, it took them a while to get going, but they finally connected now on their 4th shot of the game.
Here's Davis. And it's Gay with the rebound.
Well, he won't miss many of those, especially with the defender not in the best of positions there.
Here's Glover. It's good from long range. Lights out. Got 8. Suns trail by 8. Great D that time from Davis.
And they're 1 of 5 to start this game. Just really haven't gotten into a flow offensively.
And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by George. On defense, Phoenix. Outside, Holiday. Here's Glover. Defended by George. The kick out to Holiday. Shot clock at 2. And again, Denver with the triple.
Well, and this run really triggered by their transition offense.
And you can see the momentum swinging now. They've gotten a huge boost of energy, and now the offense starting to click.
For Phoenix, they've gone just 1 for 5 from the field to start the quarter. The dish now to Gay. The three-pointer, no good. The Nuggets leading by 11. Here's Glover. Misses the one-handed jam.
Well, he gets it in close, but you have to credit that stifling defense for forcing the miss.
Exactly, Greg. I mean, defense like that really increases the degree of difficulty on that shot by a large amount.
Here's Holiday. Paul George making his last shot. Holiday, the pass to Glover. Holiday, no one around him. And it's Denver scoring again.
And that's another assist for a team that is putting on a clinic on how to share the ball.
And I love the mentality that they've had. If a shot isn't there, they're not forcing it. They're moving it side to side until they finally get the one they want.
Out left to the wing. Clock at 6. That's tipped. It's stolen by Green from outside the arc. The shot no good. And Phoenix will come the other way. And now the fast break. George with the ball. And look at how the hustle game has been going for the Nuggets.
It looks like they're ready to run, fellas. I mean, they haven't hesitated at all to get out on the break so far.
And also defensively, they've been able to cause some turnovers tonight. And that also builds confidence and gives you momentum.
Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. Last season was difficult for Dwight Howard, to say the least, across the board. Worse since, in fact, his rookie year.
Yeah, he just wasn't able to stay healthy. I mean, looks dominant in spurts. Gets you thinking, okay, he's back, then his body betrays him.
And Green gets it to go.
And when he's got that much of a height advantage on the perimeter, it's really tough on the defender. Easy three-pointer.
And the call will be against Joakim Noah. That's his first foul. Joe Johnson, he's checked in for Phoenix. And taken away by Johnson. One-on-one here. Releases. And it's Denver with the rebound.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
Harris dishes to Johnson. Here's Olynyk. Makes it off the glass.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backboard.
And the trend they'd love to continue right through the next 3 quarters as well, Greg.
Here's Noah. And he dunks it down.
Yeah, he went for a little extra on that one.
Well, he usually doesn't finish soft, obviously. You know, he can when necessary, sure, but not that time.
Not when you can throw it down like that.
Yes, sir.
And a huge lead here early to start.
Well, you know, right from the tip, there's not anything they haven't done well so far.
So as we end the first quarter, already a double. Welcome back, folks. We'll see if we're in store for a more tightly contested quarter as we move here into the second. And when you consider how Denver is doing, guys, what are your thoughts?
Defense paying huge dividends for them through the first.
Excellent hustle, and you know the coach has to be pleased with that effort at the defensive end.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. And Phoenix looking who they've got on the floor.
Oh, wow.
Beautiful jam.
Forget about going for the long-range bomb to cut into that lead. Just take it to the hoop, my friend. Take it to the hoop.
And how, Clark. Brilliant throwdown.
Just exerting his authority on that play.
Well, the defense recognized how dangerous he is out there and got right up.
Whoa. Now, Clark, that is just ridiculous.
Absolutely filthy.
Oh,
I don't remember
on.
ever seeing a dunk like that in the game. I certainly can't remember the last time I saw
I tell
one.
you what, fellas, you might not see another one like that one for a while.
Harris kicks to Olynyk. Jones sets the pick for Olynyk. Pass to Jones. Shot clock at 5. The Nuggets need to get a shot off here. Here's Harris. Rebound by the Suns. They'll face the Lakers after this one. That'll be at home. And that'll be the third of the four straight at home. They get the rebound. And Howard with the stuff.
And he's just going all out to get the second chance points. Just a terrific finish.
There was no one that was going to prevent him, GA, from converting that one.
Well, clearly this is the kind of game that could come down to one or two plays, and he wants to be the guy to make those plays.
Harris passes to Johnson. Screen by Jones. From deep three-point range. Johnson, good. Johnson's got himself on the board with three there. That guy's Wesley Johnson, fourth overall pick back in the 2011 draft. Everyone thought he would have the jump shot to become a prolific scorer, and Clark, the length to defend at a high level.
Yeah, you know, in his rookie year, he averaged 9 points a game. Last year, his fifth, he averaged 10. I think it's to the point where he is what he is.
Joakim Noah is checked in for Dwight Howard. Suns trail by 7. At the elbow, it's Noah. Now the pass to Money. Offline with his three.
You know, and getting back to Wesley Johnson, you kind of want to kidnap him and just chain him to a set of weights. I mean, he has all the natural ability in the world to be a difference maker, but he just lacks the strength to do anything with it. I mean, a voracious competitor in college. He's been relegated to marginal production at the pro level, and I really feel like a lot of it is because he physically struggles at times at this level.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there, and really a tough break for the D.
Greg, no problem for me with that call. I mean, he was still sliding right there.
Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation. Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone.
You know, on the topic of Wesley Johnson, I remember him in college. I remember the guy who took over games and even showed a certain toughness when he did it. He hasn't gotten to that point here in the pros, so he may soon be entering a crossroads in his career. You know, that's a case there, Kevin, of him making a pass to a spot, and then he let his teammate run right into it. Well executed.
To the middle. Stolen away. Ball going up court. Here's Shumpert. Finished off the break. Shumpert's got the lead up to 11 now for Denver.
And they've looked terrific in transition today. That's had a lot to do with their success.
Well, it certainly has. I mean, they've done a really good job recognizing anytime they've had the numbers advantage, and then they've taken advantage. And we've seen it time and time again here.
George dishes to Gay. Some nice ball movement here by the Suns. Money passes to Noah. Oh, and there's the one-handed jam.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case. It looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Yeah, I remember GA as an irritant, and this guy, much like Greg, creating havoc out there.
And the Suns with a completely new group on the floor. To the wing on the left. Holiday, the pass to Glover. He kicks to Davis. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot two. It's on Thaddeus Young.